Hey, Cryptoverse, welcome to this episode of Crypto Baptist. I'm your host, Dan. The show highlights everything about institutions getting into crypto. Today is March 2nd, 2021. First off, we have Bridgewater Associates, the hedge fund from Ray Dalio. His head of research, Rebecca Patterson, is saying that Bitcoin can be an alternative to gold as a store of value, not as a currency. So we know that. And she said that there are concerns about Bitcoin, like its volatility. So check it out. She's not saying anything new. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are dabbling or researching into Bitcoin and crypto. They're not going to say that they're in it until later, until you find it in the headlines. Next, we have Goldman Sachs. They're saying that gold and Bitcoin can coexist and they're not going to cannibalize each other. And that's a fair point. The question is, where are you going to put your money into, Bitcoin or gold, right? The decision is going to come down to you. And Goldman Sachs, again, they are restarting their cryptocurrency trading desk. They're going to be trading in Bitcoin futures and forwards. And they're also exploring an ETF. And that's because they have a lot of interest and demand for cryptocurrency from their customers. That's good to hear. And we have Mastercard working on stablecoins. This is not really new. They've always been proactive about this. They said that Bitcoin is not a good choice because of its volatility and it's more of an asset rather than a currency. And that's in agreement with what Bridgewater Patterson said, right? It's too volatile and it's also slow. So that's why they want to explore stablecoins instead. And they're going to be working with central banks to explore its usage. And then we have Kevin OLeary capitulating. If you remember, he was bashing Bitcoin in the last year, saying that he would never touch it. And now we have him putting 3% of his portfolio into cryptocurrency. So Kevin OLeary, he's a smart guy, right? He's a very prudent and cautious investor. The fact that he's getting in should be a good sign. He also bashed Tesla back in 2019, early 2020. And then when he saw that it was outperforming, he did jump on board. So he's very prudent and he's following the money. So for a prudent investor like him to get into this asset class, that's a good sign. And more of these guys will be capitulating. One by one, they're all going to be joining. Here's a report from Fidelity on Bitcoin. They're saying that it can become a new digital asset class. There are concerns about volatility, of course, nothing new that we've heard. And they're saying that some investors can consider it as part of their investing portfolio. And we have a report here from Citibank on Bitcoin. They're saying that Bitcoin is at a tipping point. Either it's going to be a new digital asset class or it's going to be a speculative bubble. So check it out. It's interesting that these guys are shying away from it in the public, but behind the scenes, they have divisions dedicated to cryptocurrency. I have the links to reports, both from Fidelity and Citi in the video description, so check them out. Microstrategy is buying Bitcoin again. They bought the dip last week. They bought another $15 million of Bitcoin at an average price of $45,000. And we have another hedge fund guy looking into crypto. This time it's Daniel Loeb of Third Point Capital. Daniel Loeb, he's the manager for Third Point, which has about $15 billion of assets under management. And I guess what's piquing his interest is NFTs. These hedge fund guys, they're into the high class arts market and they're seeing the value that NFT can bring to that market. So that's good that he's getting into it. He's saying that he's also concerned about the fact that you can be late to the party Whereas if you're still early, so he's looking into that. And I think he's going to see the value in it. If not Bitcoin, he's going to see the value of NFTs, and which is built on Ethereum. So that's also good news. So by one by one, when they start seeing the use case for cryptocurrency, they're gonna start jumping on board. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's other use cases, they're gonna start seeing the value of it, and they will get into it. So I believe we're still in the early phase of this. All right, everybody, that's all I have for today. Take care.